Hey, this is Brendan Allen from Comiccon.com. We were set to record a new happy hour today, but one of our cohorts, we're a little light on host today. Cullen, I hear, is puking his guts out, so we're going to let him do that today. We'll come back at this in a couple of weeks and record the video that we meant to record today. But we figured in the meantime, we will give you a little teaser of what's going on here. Last time we talked about doing like a monster movie themed episode, and the monster that we picked was werewolves. So we scoured the internet looking for werewolf drinks, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty pathetic what's out there. It's like there are 200 different drinks that are named the Silver Bullet, and most of them are a Coors Light and a shot. So it's like a Boilermaker, just super lazy. And then a bunch of them call for colloidal silver, and that's either I have to go into a hippie store and buy this stuff and talk about gut health and all kinds of stuff with. I no, or you can make it at home, and I'm too lazy for that because you got to take the silver rods and electrify them and stick them in a solution or whatever, and then refrigerate it at a certain degree for no thanks. So I've had a couple of drinks, and Anton made a couple of drinks, and I have a feeling that Anton's drinks are going to be much better than mine because these smell disgusting. They smell so bad.
I mean, to your credit, I did scour the internet to try to find something that would work in the sort of werewolf format, because you think with like the Halloween being right here, and we just kind of passed it, that there would definitely be a bunch of werewolf themed drinks. I think I found one that was like Twilight themed that you were supposed to put edible glitter in, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna.
But that's the vampire side of Twilight, isn't it?
That's what I thought. I don't know who came up with that. But there was slim pickings were just across the board. So I kind of made up some stuff that I thought might work. And I think that the two that I came up with, they taste pretty good. I mean, I've been sipping on them, and they definitely don't disappoint. So
well, let's talk about one of yours before I get to my mouthful of disappointment here.
Well, so I went ahead and did a little bit of grind espresso rum with some amaretto and almond milk, and did it in a shaker with ice, and then went ahead and poured that into a coupe glass. And then I put some whipped cream and a little dash of chocolate syrup into the shaker and with ice, and then shook that until it thickened. Poured that over top, and made sure that it was all chilled. And it's got this really nice kind of robust espresso flavor, but it's slightly milky. Not like a super throat hit, but it'll definitely get you there because you'll taste it warming you up as it goes down. I quite.
And what's this one called?
So we decided to call it Moonrise. Isn't that fun?
Ah, there you go. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it's very good. It's kind of frothy. It's got almost like an egg cream texture with the shook up whipped cream, so it's really nice.
So you probably could have taken that cream and put it into a whipped cream charger and done it with the nitrous also, right? Instead of like doing this all day long.
Right, but I don't purchase. I think I'd have to go into one of those aforementioned fudgy head shops and pick up, a nitrous charger. Where do they sell them as?
Restaurant Supply also sells them. You don't have to go like a Smart and Final. I think has that stuff.
I had no idea. I've only ever seen.
Smart and Final does not have colloidal silver though, so
fair enough.
I was a little disappointed though, because there's a brilliant comic that's out there that's called Moonshine, and it's about werewolves that distill mash and make moonshine, and it's so brilliant. Moonshine, they're werewolves that make moonshine. Like there are no recipes out there for werewolf based like horror themed drinks that include moonshine. That's such a missed opportunity.
I completely agree. As a huge fan of Azzarello, that comic is phenomenal. And moonshine itself, we try to go to distilleries anytime we get a chance. Like that's something that I would have liked to have seen as well. That book is super good. Are you caught up on it?
I did the first couple of arcs for a website that I worked at before Comic-Con, and then I think I've hit one or two of the arcs with Tony on our New to You Comics feature, but I don't think I've read the final. What are they? There's like 3.
Yeah, I think we're
the first 2.
3. Yeah.
So I need to read that third arc, but I'm so busy, man. Sometimes there's just great stuff out there that I just don't get to.
No, I completely get that. The reading to read pile seems to be constantly growing.
Right. So I was thinking moonshine for the drink, so I actually bought some moonshine prior to looking up recipes. And this company that sponsors Colton Underwood's Legacy Foundation, which is a charity that's helped out my family with cystic fibrosis. My youngest has cystic fibrosis, and they sponsored Legacy, and Legacy gave us, a piece of equipment that we needed during the fires a couple years ago. So I found this Old Smoky moonshine pickles they have in Bakersfield. The Midori I couldn't find anywhere, but they had 16 flavors of moonshine everywhere I went. So Old Smoky is very, very well represented here in Bakersfield, California.
Love that. There is a particular story that you'll have to get one Cullen Bunn to tell you, because I only remember bits and pieces of it, and I was there, where we went to find Bigfoot, and I at one point imbibed 13 shots of moonshine at a moonshine distillery, and apparently from there the afternoon just became riotous. So yeah, that was a really good time to be had, and he being an amazing storyteller, he always knocks that one out of the park. It's a crowd pleaser.
That is, wait, Cullen's a good storyteller?
Yeah, one of the best I know.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. Okay, so
go ahead. Tell me about your drinks. I want to hear about these.
Okay. This smells so bad. It's called the Wolf Bite Shooter, and it's got absinthe, 7-Up, grenadine, melon liqueur, and pineapple juice in it. And you take everything and you shake it up, minus the grenadine. You shake it up, and then you pour it into shot glasses, and you drip grenadine in the top. So it's supposed to look like blood, but I don't know if you can see it. It's just kind of wadded up at the top there. It congealed into like a weird brown booger at the top there. And this thing smells so bad. But I'm definitely sporty. Gonna give this a
Ooh.
That is no. Good Lord.
The melon and 7-Up together just sounds like it would be a horrible.
So I didn't think that was going to be good. If you love absinthe, this is your drink. If you like black licorice, this is your drink. But when I tried the absinthe, I was like, what in the hell were the wait, it's Swiss, right? The drink came from Switzerland.
I don't know. I think so.
What in the hell were those Swiss thinking, man? Somebody went in the woods and picked up a root, and they're like, hey, let's make this into liquor. Like, no, thank you.
That just, it doesn't even look right. It looked like you found an old container of like Gatorade somewhere in like the back of the closet.
I think the Midori is in there for the color. I think that the absinthe is in there because people think it's cool, because the stories of people hallucinating on absinthe that are like total crap. That's not true. But because one's bright yellow, one's bright green, and then the pineapple juice also adds like a green color to it. So it probably glows in the dark. I don't even know. Like if you shine a black light at it, maybe it looks cool in the bar. And if you're drunk enough, maybe this is like a 5th round kind of drink. But first thing, no, thank you.
And you said it was called Wolf Bite?
Wolf Bite. It's a Wolf Bite shooter.
You see, that's the kind of thing you sell to somebody, like you said, on a 5th drink. Everybody's sitting there, and you're like, "Yeah, let's all get some Wolf Bites." Like, yeah,
we got this bottle of Midori back here collecting dust that nobody's touched in 6 years. Let's make up a shooter to use this green goo.
Sounds dreadful. Well, my second drink is not dreadful. Let me tell you. So
you did much better with this assignment than I did. I feel like I failed the group.
No, it's okay. So see, this is like the sick day. So when we come back, when we reconvene, I'm sure that you'll have much better offerings. Like I do not doubt this.
Yeah, I hope we get engagement with this video, and somebody gives me some good werewolf suggestions in the comments or something. We're gonna put a shout out for those, because I was unable to find anything. So.
So the what I ended up doing with this one is I did some ginger beer, like the citrus cocktail mixer of ginger beer with a few dashes of bitters, and then some Sailor Jerry's spiced rum. And I shook that with ice, and then I poured that into a chilled glass. Then I topped it with Luxardo grenadine, and then I threw some maraschino cherries in there on a tiny little sword, and then called it the Royal Hunt. Ooh, isn't that fun?
See, you're good at naming these things too. That's
I mean, they have paid me on occasion to write stories, so I mean, I would hope I can at least name stuff. And that's really pleasant. I mean, the rum comes through, and I love a ginger beer. I mean, like anything that a ginger beer is in, I'm a big fan of. So you get that little ginger throat hit at the end, and you don't really taste the grenadine, honestly. Like it doesn't come through, but it adds a really nice color, and it kind of does like
right,
the thing. like even in the blender bottles, which I carry because I can't be trusted to move with glasses. It will do like a really cool ombre from like the gingerish color at the top to like a dark red at the bottom. So that's always fun.
That's cool. That's cool. Right on. What else do I have? Oh, I've got one here, and this one I thought was super easy, and it's just called a Werewolf, and it's 2 ingredients. It's equal parts Jack Daniels and Drambuie, and Drambuie is made from Scotch. So I thought this was going to be pretty good. I'm going to add some ice to it because it's been sitting here for a minute. But it's equal parts Drambuie and JD, and it's got a nice amber color to it. Smells good. Wow. No. No. What the hell? Oh, no. So JD is JD. You can definitely taste the JD, but the Drambuie, what do they make that out of? I mean, it's Scotch based, but it's got honey in it. Okay, so there's this really like cloyingly sweet, just like film in my mouth right now. That's not working for me.
That's
I
unpleasant.
failed so hard. I thought I was going to do much better than this, but because I have pretty decent interneting skills and Googling skills, because I have to do this all day long, finding images and grabbing quotes and things. But no, thank you. So.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to put yourself through these werewolf maulings of all things. I mean,
I have never not finished the drinks. Anytime that we've done this, I have like we set up 4 drinks or 6 drinks or whatever it is, and I'm always blasted by the end because they're good, because obviously the people that put these books together, the Gotham City Cocktails and the guy that did the Necronom Nom Nom, what was the name of the cocktail book from him? Was Lovecraftian Cocktails, right? These guys obviously have a much better. Much more experience in the world of cocktails than I do, because I was not able to do this.
Well, I mean, at least you get a do-over, right? You get just like the cycles of the moon, you get another chance maybe next month.
Cycles of the moon. See, you're so on topic today too. That's great. I love it. Cool. So yes, those are my 2 cocktails. Those are Anton's 2 cocktails. Did you have another cocktail?
No, I made the 2. Yeah, I thought I understood the assignment, so I just went ahead and got the 2 put together, and they're both delightful. So I'm happy with them.
I would get kicked out of the group if this were like a college assignment or something like that. I would get kicked out of the group. They'd be like, "You obviously put no effort into this," but I really did. I tried, and that's what makes it like extra. Like it hurts my heart.
Yeah, sometimes though, that's like I feel like that's kind of the fun part of making drinks at home. Is you can experiment and come up with stuff, and like sometimes you're just going to hit on something that the flavors don't mesh well together. But I think that makes it even more special when you find something that you've never had before, but you put it together and you're like, whoa, this rocks. Like, let me get somebody else to try it just to make sure it isn't a fluke. So you're gonna have bad ones every once in a while, and that's okay.
And that's fair. And who knows what Cullen want to come up with his fancy new cocktail smoker. Did you see that thing?
King is so rad. The skull with the smoker, but and like cedar chips or something like that.
It came with like all kinds. It came with it came with cedar. I think there was mesquite in there. There was pecan. Like, yeah. And you put the chips on the top, and then you hit it with flame, and then it comes down the bottom. And I think you got the one without the nostrils drilled out. But if you get the one with the nostrils drilled out, the smoke pours out of the nostrils and into the cocktail. So it's this whole presentation thing. But hopefully he'll have some inclusion in his cocktail with that, so we can see how the thing works in real life. I'm so mad that I didn't get in on that Kickstarter. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's a thing of beauty. I was just gonna gush over how cool it was.
No, really, and it's like, dude, like, I mean, my birthday's coming up. What the hell, man? You got one for yourself just so you could show off, like. Cool. All right, so that's about the time that we have, I think, for a teaser here, just of what we're doing and what's coming up, and let people know that we are still working on this stuff. But things come up sometimes, and there's nothing we can do about that. Hope that Cullen gets well, and we'll see everybody in a couple weeks when we'll try this again, and hopefully I have some better recipes. Do the thing, like, subscribe. What else? Comment,
leave comments with drink recipes. If you guys have any werewolf drink recipes, by all means, like, let us know. I'm sure we're all
worse. They can't be worse than what I just did. I promise you, they cannot be worse. These are terrible. I'm gonna put up the recipes anyway. We're gonna have the cards go up and stuff, but do not make these drinks. Unless you love licorice and honey, I guess. Cool. Yeah. All right, so that's it for Cullen Bunn, who's not here. Anton Kromoff, and I'm Brendan Allen. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.